DFZRadio.com.
Welcome.
DFZRadio.com.
Yeah! Booyah! Welcome.
Gotta love the intro. Always. The Plug Gaming, DFZRadio.com, live.
Bringing the bass.
Monday evening, bringing you video game talk, video game news, video game
knowledge,
reviews, etc., 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 etc.
There's a lot going on, man.
Etc. Yeah, this is a big time. A lot of coverage in the gaming industry right now with E3 underway, and that's what we are going to do today. The Plug Gaming will review, preview the announcements and news following the days. Each day from well,
News.
Obviously,
you
we
can't
won't
just brush that off. That's
we won't.
like all
Yeah.
the shit right now,
Dude, well, what do you want me to start listing the shit off and then we go on
be
to
like
tangents?
the news.
Okay, next time you do it.
Okay.
All right. But, so all the stuff that's happening, so, a huge amount next week, too. So this week we're going to cover the things that we've already heard and what's going on, a little foresight, maybe some things that we think might be announced, and then continue with our discussion from last week with Destiny 2.
Now the update is live.
Yeah, so everything's
able to
good.
run through
it's
the
really
Underlinings of
it's really been fun.
Leviathan.
Yeah, it's really fun. The menage a trois,
Fun.
is totally fun. It's
Damn,
a
but
nice
if your
little
squad sucks, it takes a long
I haven't
time.
had that happen. So
That was
I've
today.
Been fortunate.
I had to leave them to come here.
Oh,
I didn't
you're the
have
dick.
to leave them to come here, but I know. You know what? I didn't think it was gonna take over an hour.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
We did it. We were doing them in like 15
Well,
minutes. Random
that
slots.
is, I guess that's kind of what it's about, though. The only fail is it takes longer.
Yes, yeah. But did you know you can hit the chest like 5 times?
What do you mean?
So it gives you a 500-second counter. Did you notice that?
No.
Okay, well, when you beat the menagerie, it gives you a 500-second counter, like a 300 or
Wait, I
400.
did open it a second time by accident.
So you run back to the main area,
Damn.
and as soon as it changes, like the familiar, like people that have done it before, familiar with like the chest glitch or open world chest glitch, where you can like leave the area and then come back quickly.
By the way, they did that with the on Nessus, where his little ship is.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear this, for anyone else, Sunday they did the reset and reset those chests.
Yeah.
But I don't know what reset. Just like a random.
Yeah.
All the
I'm not
chests
really sure.
reset
I got
on
'em
Sunday
again.
though, so you
Yeah.
can go get them off the ship. I need
Yeah.
more glimmer to keep up.
Well, you just go turn your legendary shards into
Just
spider.
gotta go play video games. That's it.
Just literally go change your legendary shards into spider
That's fair.
for Glimmer. That's what I did.
See, I have not been like hitting up Spider at all.
Spiders,
and that's
Spider's
the problem.
the homie. Spiders is my homie. I'm
That's
gonna
like
make T-shirts.
2 enhancement cores a
They're
day.
gonna say Spider's my homie.
Yeah, this is gonna be a picture of Spider in his wares shop
Oh,
I
yeah.
can fuck with that.
selling
in.
shit.
That's legit.
Just him
Maybe
on that
like Spider
throne.
with a coat
Oh yeah.
open, and he just has like his items inside of the coat.
All you need is screenshot of like with him with the 2
an
guards
Yeah.
and like the big throne he's sitting
Spider's my
on.
homie. Baby Spider. No, but seriously, yeah, that's what you want to. That's what you do. You go do that, and you fucking get those things, and then get your chalice.
Don't you like how he
upgraded,
sits
playa.
just taller than you, so he's just looking down?
Get your chalice.
Never
It's a
tripped
classic
that.
move.
Who?
Spider. He's just a little bit higher than
Well,
you.
he has like a weird. He's a giant. Then.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, but he's also
so
like
big.
his like throne is only up like a couple steps.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
It's a
lazy.
little bit taller.
So maybe he's just like, I want to give the image that I'm sitting up higher, but I don't want to really travel that
Yeah,
much.
exactly. Just enough to set a point.
But that's what that's what I've been doing. I've been getting those. I got all the chests twice, and then I upgraded my chalice all the way.
Oh damn, you're running it.
So it's not all the way. I'm missing the last rune upgrade.
Okay, I only have a
So-
couple, but it
so-
seems to move fairly quick.
Yeah, you just have to literally just do the triumphs and then turn your triumphs in, because
Oh,
then
yeah.
the triumphs give you the Imperials back. But then, like, I don't know. Every time you progress it, like, if you progress one thing in the chalice, like, let's say you just progress the bonuses, the second bonus is, like, the chance to increase your chances for runes after activities. And then it also gives you a second bounty to be able to finish, or another powerful reward from the chest. So then, like, if you get all three of those, you get 3 powerful rewards, one each time you finish if you do it 3 times. And
Yeah.
then another one gives you an extra weekly bounty from what's his name, Werner or
Oh, Werner 44 or something?
Wormer 44,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Worcestershire.
So
Man,
they have an interesting way of incorporating.
I'm so
all this
behind
shit.
on
I
this
know.
game.
We've been
yeah.
trying to
I'm
get
You know
on
what?
top of
It's a
it, so-
super quick catch up.
Okay.
I was way behind on Tuesday.
Yeah, the power surge
By Wednesday, I knew what
system-
was going on. The first time I ran the menagerie, like I was confused as hell, and I
menagerie.
just followed people, and just killed
Hey,
things.
Menagerie.
And then like today, running it, I knew it a lot better. It makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
Yeah, it's really
It's
good.
actually like it's really good design for what they wanted out of, let's say, the raid layers. You're running it for 20 to 40 minutes generally. Hour if your team sucks, really. And it's a good scaling challenge. The better you do, the harder it gets.
Okay. Well, I'll
Yeah.
get my ear.
But you do it quick.
I've heard this little thing.
And
of
it's supposed to
heroic
cycle
section.
around like what you're fighting. And it's like just a bunch of rooms you run through and time challenges with waves and shit to kill and little puzzles.
Yeah, it does like a weird, odd incorporation of like every. I don't want to say it's exclusive to just raid puzzles, but like basically.
No, it's very simple, but it only takes 20 to 40 minutes like they wanted raid layers to be. And what it does is it match makes you, so you always have 6 people.
I know. I was just trying to explain like how the objectives that you do in the like what objective you would do. Like it's either like capture a point and defend it, or it's like survive all the enemies, or it's take orbs of light back to a location to increase that. Like it's very similar to the blind well. It's very similar to capturing a point in like a vex point in a public event. It's one of the things after you do a horde of enemies, you have to run the gauntlet from the
Oh, yeah.
Leviathan. So like they just incorporate these raid / like public event / everything you do in the game is incorporated into this thing they call the menagerie, which like sends you through different pathways to pay based on like how well you're doing.
It's another section
So-
of the Leviathan you're literally in.
So like that's kind of how they I guess figured it out. Like what
People
it's
compare it
nothing
to
new
that
you're
like
doing, but
Diablo 3 mode.
The place is exactly. The place is new. They had manipulated a lot, and they are going to do that too. So they'll be adding more enemies, bosses, all kinds of stuff. in
And
here.
then there is the gauntlet, which is the greatest scaling method to give us. You finish the thing, you get good gear, and the chalice, as you level it up, you literally get to pick what type of gear it's going to be, what its perks are going to be to a degree.
yeah,
You just get to, so you get to lock in what you're grinding for.
Okay.
That's awesome. Then instead of getting some random ass shit,
Exactly.
well, it's still random to a point. Like
But you get to guide it a bit. So it's
yeah,
like
so like you can just say
RNG
sniper
divided
rifles.
by 2.
So you can like just say sniper rifles. So then like there's only like such a loot
gotcha.
pool of snipers, right? And then like if you put like a certain thing on your chalice that says I only want to look for these perks,
Yeah.
then it zeroes your sniper rifle down, and like maybe perchance there's I guess there is, by choosing these specific particular pathways you'll get to the weapons you want, but like that has to be figured out first. So like
Yeah.
a lot of
Okay.
it's been figured out, of course, because people just play the shit about it out of it, and then the internet
Oh, yeah.
exists. So you can build these public.
Plus, like
charts.
you've already got it basically maxed out.
Yeah, but I don't know like the weapon combinations, like to pick and choose my weapons. So like that comes with time.
But
like,
even just
you
being able to
can
select
do that.
hand cannons as
Yeah,
your
exactly,
thing, or
yeah. So
sidearms.
then I
or-
can
I have
go,
one
yeah.
for submachine guns, so
Yeah.
I'm guaranteed to get a submachine
submachine
gun at the end of it.
Here you go, bad reputation. Thanks, fucker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a bad reputation.
But
I
see, I
mean,
haven't
in,
seen
like,
any weapon
reality
perks yet.
and the
I've only
gun.
seen armor perks, which
the
just
game.
makes basic sense. But
Yeah, I
being
haven't
able
got-
to
I don't
roll
got
any
weapons.
arms with mobility
Yeah.
is dope.
Well, and I hope this is true.
'Cause you can build
I've seen a
sets.
screenshot that mobility, all that stuff's leaving, and being redesigned back into discipline, strength, and God damn it! Why can't I
Ooh, they're
remember the
kind
other
of
one? It's from
taking it way
Destiny 1.
more into the RPG
It's
level.
Destiny. It's
Okay,
Destiny.
what
wow,
are the
Destiny 1.
differences between them?
Well,
then?
one's your retry. It's your cooldowns. Well, it's cooldown for melee strike, cooldown for your super, and cooldown for your grenade.
And speed, armor, and shit
It's
like that
based
just
off
don't
your
matter
armor.
anymore? It's
No,
just based off the
your
armor.
you're
Okay.
carrying. Yeah, exactly. And that rolls random as well. So it's not going to be a fixed attribute tied
But
to
you can
your
control
armor
what
set.
you're grinding for then through
You can't
the menagerie.
Well, then in that case, yes. But in you just got way more like so like there wasn't a hold back on your prime engrams. Like for instance,
yeah.
you just got if you found a purple, you knew it was going to be one level higher than what you got. So you would just grind for purples.
Okay.
Now they have like the set limit and how many enemies you have to kill and
It's like
all
they're
these
getting
other
the
things.
original community back. So
Well,
let's
it's like just getting that basis back to where they're like. It
Yeah.
seems like maybe like Activision wanted the game to change to a certain direction so much, and Bungie was really actually more comfortable.
pay to
with,
increase methods and
yeah,
like,
but Bungie was actually more comfortable with how their game was originally coming out, and we're gonna kind of see this revert to not completely, but just I think at least in a mindset wise, you're gonna start seeing these D1 stories.
well, look at the
to,
development you've seen over the past.
Well,
year.
you're going to see these stories come to completion, where we're not just left with these open-ended. Like we've been left with a lot of open
like teases.
stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff happens, but
A
never.
lot of
gets
we'll see you in the
finished.
sequel on the next season that you
When
buy.
you might not ever happen though either. We don't know. Yeah, we might not finish the story of, Savanthon or anybody. We don't know. We don't know. Like we don't know if they're going to finish it
But-
or not. But we are going back to the moon.
And Matt, I bet you we would get. We're going back to the moon.
damn
Good.
it.
We're gonna build a moon base there.
Yeah,
Sounds
there's
like
already
they've been
one there.
taking notes off Elon Musk.
It's already there. It's actually already there. So.
So basically, they're introducing Destiny 1 shit back into it.
No, we're just going back to they're just doing like they originally thought. Like the moon,
Like they've been doing
the
with the
original
game, though.
universe was supposed to still be there. Like the moon should have been a planet, included into Destiny 2's into the solar system. It should have already been there. For whatever reasons why it got taken
Just
out.
hadn't
no one
been part of the
knows.
story yet.
Like it can't be part of D1 and then like the tower explodes, so like the moon's gone. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of like the reality of that is like you took it out for a reason, but it wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good.
And
one.
that's probably a lot of that is the type of shit that Activision
Exactly, and that's what
playing
they
a
kinda
role
say,
in your
yeah.
entire game's development is going to
They're like,
control.
no, that seems like it might take an extra
Yeah.
6 months. We don't want that. Leave the moon out. Who knows that if Activision didn't force that?
and
be
I
like,
mean,
it's a
based off the
schedule.
D1 community, honestly, like Bungie could have taken longer to release D2.
But they had no problem with it. Honestly, they'd have no
Yeah.
problem with it.
They didn't. They could have like spent more time in some of these areas. They could have developed areas that were initial complaints.
And that's what
I
we're
don't
going to
know.
see
I mean,
an
the thing
entire
is-
year
But
of.
we're just seeing a lot of
And
these
that's why
general
you're gonna get an
mechanics are
entire
moving
year
towards
before
D1's
D3 comes out.
format.
I feel like when the game came out, it was fine. They broke it like with these small updates.
It wasn't fine.
It was
What? I
very
was having a fucking blast.
for
And
well,
when
okay,
auto
but
rifles are the most powerful weapon inside in.
You already had a
Crucible,
community
like,
that
it's
knew the
not
whole
fine.
game to a degree. As much as it was a
Now
new
that
game
hand
to
cannons
figure
are
out,
tops, like the Crucible's the best it's ever been. Because
you
can
took
use
everyone
anything.
from D1 to D2. It's like there's so much they were already used to, and you removed a lot of it in D1. So it had the initial, explosion. But the thing is that everyone, once they reached the point that they were max, they didn't have a well-developed end game.
Yeah.
But as we've gotten, and we've talked about this before, of like, a lot of it was that they just needed to add more content, but that's kind of stuff you had to give them time for. Now it's at a point where in the last week, I could have jumped a shitload of like just by doing my weeklies. I couldn't even keep up with the weeklies. I got all these like these milestones to do that I ain't even going to touch by tomorrow just because there's a lot to do now.
But based off of what Dutch was saying, I feel like that should rotate, though. It shouldn't always be hand cannons like the...
They're
And
not.
it has
That's my point.
rotated, though.
That's my point.
Auto
though, but-
rifles haven't been
but,
good
like,
since then.
Auto rifles.
But I'm saying
but,
they should
let's be
always
honest.
rotate
Let's be
into-
honest. The auto rifle, like the impact on it is not good enough compared to like if two tapping. So like let's. My point is that once hand cannons become powerful, it switches the entire landscape of everything because shotguns, people are getting closer range to just fight. Period. So shotguns become viable. So as SMGs become viable.
Speaking of hand cannons, I brought my trust back because I got the
the trust is still a great weapon.
Yeah, and you know what?
it always
One of
has
the
been
first
since it's
drops
came in.
I got over 700 was another trust.
Well, the problem was with the hand cannons when they first came out, they just weren't fast enough. One, and they didn't hit hard enough if they were slow. And that's just the core issues. And the auto rifle would just punish you. Uriel's gift was just
I ran that.
punishing. Okay, it was just punishing. Everybody ran.
What was that one right after the
Uriel's
first
was the
update?
beast.
Positive
dog.
outlook.
Yeah, positive outlook was
They
killer
put kill
for a
clip
long
on it or
time.
some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like that was in a shitty state because it's like, dude, everybody's using auto rifles, and then like
So are those guns
and then like
shit
something
now?
like no one even uses year one weapons. I don't know anybody that does.
What?
They don't have the perk sets.
They just and
Not Percocets, the perk sets that you would come with a new weapon now. It has two
they've
perks
all moved
on.
on from perks to just straight meth while they play
Yeah,
Destiny,
they just
so
fucking straight
they need
van
something
shit,
new.
you know.
Body.
But
And
anyways-
submachine guns because they're fast.
But
That
the
is
machine
really
guns, are like, for instance, like Service Regime would be the only auto rifle you would see in the Crucible, and it's because for good reason, because it was an exotic and it would punish. But like, you would favor a scout rifle. That's my issues with it. Is like people were favoring an auto rifle over a scout rifle unless it was multi-tool because of the speed that you could move.
Oh, that was everyone
And-
used that.
Exactly.
But not just that. That
was
the
like the
other
target
one?
adjuster too.
The point is that when the meta changes, everything else changes. So auto rifles, they're not a good meta to have. They never have been. Like if you have someone who's skilled with a particular auto rifle that they like really well, and then they could be good with it, that's what you want. You want something that's like, okay, hey, like sniper rifles aren't the best, but if you're really good with it, you could be in a league of your own and still be good. You don't want to be like, well, dude, this guy's really dope with a sniper rifle, but like the flinch is so bad on snipers, and there's not very much aim assist, and this or that.
So it's like you
you
can
make
make it
it-
up in
you make it to
perks,
where it's,
but
like,
you
not
have to
even
give up a
possible.
lot of other perks too.
Yeah, well, where you just don't even really get any that benefit you. So like now you're actually going to see that. So sniper rifle's got a new perk that's called like no distraction. That's called no distraction, and it stops flinching. Okay, so then when you get hit, you can keep down sights for that extra second to let off that fucking round that you know what I mean, that sometimes gets thrown
Oh wait,
off.
I've got a lot of unflinching perks.
Yeah, well, the unflinching one didn't work. There was something broke about it.
Or at least
That-
maybe
that
on
comes
sniper
with the
rifles 'cause they're so
scope.
sensitive.
It comes with the scope or something like there's an intrinsic perk that has it on there that's broken. It just doesn't function properly. They've been having the issue for a long time, and now they're starting to make some resolutions for that. So like, you're gonna see a whole lot more snipers, and like that's what they want. That's what everybody wants. You don't want to be going against like when shotguns got buffed and nothing else got buffed.
Right now,
and
it's
the auto rifles
all
were,
mid to
all you
close
got is
range.
shotgun. All you
There's
got was
not a
shotgun,
long range
shotgun,
game
shotgun.
on your team.
There
to stack.
is, but it's like everybody's got to switch though. Like
But
everybody's
you're
got to
saying
play
that that's
long
what's
range or
becoming
short
more.
range.
That's what's getting buffed. Is someone to play the sniper class, and that's going to help mix
Yeah.
up the teams. The
Exactly,
team
but like
layout
even
more.
I'm just saying in general, like even scout rifles are underlooked.
And I'm saying like,
Like, you got to get the blast furnace pulse rifle. The bygones or the blast furnace are the only things you see. Like the point of people are saying like they want a variety, but like you can't. They're not doing that with everything. Like hand cannons, you have a variety. Shotguns, you have a variety. Even grenade launchers, you have a variety in the Crucible.
you do.
Okay,
man.
but you don't have a variety of is scout rifles, pulse rifles, and snipers. To be honest, like because
But
they're
the
not
few
enough
that
of
there
them,
are the best
but,
guns
exactly.
in the game.
But that's the difference.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the difference.
And it's for
That they
PvE best
become
guns
where
in the
it's
game,
like,
really.
Exactly, and that's where they become. It's like the bygones can roll with like head seeker and something and like auto fire. It's like, okay, so now it just goes and does this like sawing, formation of where it lands its bullets, and head seeker just procs more damage after you hit the body.
Yeah.
So it rides people upwards from their body to their face. They're the headshot.
And you get the stack
And
damage.
you get the stack damage off of every set, so it just melts. And like not every pulse rifle can roll those perks together. So it's like you just get this, and that's what was happening with the.
But
that's
also,
what was happening with the auto
shouldn't
rifles.
just be pulse rifles. That
But
are
exactly,
that range.
exactly. That's my
Yeah.
point, and that's what was happening with the auto
So
rifles.
it's
So
good
they
that
were
they're
like
building the snipers.
Right. That's
and
what I'm
like,
saying. So hand cannons do that because they're so fun and they're so rewarding.
I have a long range hand cannon,
and they're so
and I have a close range
rewarding
one.
that people favor that skilled play. That they rather try to be more skillful rather than I'm just going to do what everybody else is doing.
For the
You know what I
better
mean? 'Cause
part
if I
of
can
this
hit you
week,
with those two
my
shots
strongest
first-
guns have been hand cannons.
I'm just saying that's how it goes in Destiny. That's like the
So I've
fucking
run
build
double.
out for Destiny is a hand cannon and a fucking sniper rifle.
and another hand cannon.
Okay, that doesn't even make sense. But like that's the point of those is that like, dude, if you could develop that skill good enough, you could beat anybody with their other choice of their weapons. And that was the point because like, dude, a shotgun and a SMG or a good scout rifle will outbeat
Yeah, it'll
those
melt
two.
you, yeah.
And the problem,
right. But then we put it on skill, and that's what Destiny 1 was really could do. Why you could do 3v2 or 3v1s trials like all day because like you were powerful enough to do stuff like that, and they're slowly switching that up to where like you could just be a freaking maniac again, where you could just go off, and that's the best feeling. Because you don't get that feeling. You don't get that feeling in other
and just off
PvP
that though, having that
games.
class back, having an actual long range game in a team mix up, turns into like you run into too much shit where you'll be playing a match, it's just shotgun, and it's like you're just stuck into playing a shotgun game because of how the whole like.
But now you have last word.
But now that you
get
have
last
the
word.
opposite side filled, now that you have a stronger long range game though.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a bigger team
Right,
mix
I
up
can
in their
sit
builds.
back.
You're gonna get because the problem is like to me, Destiny PvP falls somewhere between like it can fall too much into Call of Duty, where it's really just go be the best killer at mid to close range, but you can get way more into a team aspect with it. I'm saying it's dangerous of following there, and I'd rather see it closer to where people are playing classes.
Well, that's how traditionally people play.
Yes.
Unfortunately, play PvP,
PvP, yeah.
where they just
But that's
fucking want to
what's-
run in.
So like Destiny
you know what I
falls
mean? It
between
takes-
Call of Duty and
to get
Overwatch.
12 people that
but
are gonna
now if
think
you
that
have
way,
more
it's
builds,
very rare.
you get more towards the Overwatch where people are playing like
Overwatch
specific
forces you to think
classes.
that way.
Exactly. I like having to have 6 players on a team. You better have more than everyone running shotguns and hand cannons. Like you want to have a mix up.
You can't run it. Dude, shotgun and hand cannon is.
But with a stronger
okay,
long
yeah,
range
it's
game,
okay.
you're gonna get that mix up. That's what I'm
Well, it's
saying.
okay, 'cause you can
I'm
put, like-
agreeing
you
with
can
you.
put,
I'm not
like,
even
ace of
arguing with you. I'm
spades
just
and
saying
hit
that
people
like
from super
I'm
far.
happy to see that build up the long range game because you're gonna get more team mix up.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
and that's the point because if you, well, the point is that
I'm
if you're
just
going to be a
making that
shotgun
connection
guy,
for people
No,
out
it's
there.
it's
It's
just
not
that
like
you're
a-
not going to.
yeah.
It's the real truth behind all that is that what you're saying is absolutely right, but what it's doing, what that will do, the actual like thing it will achieve, is that you can't just be like, oh, it shouldn't just be your weapons that you switch to like change your task, right?
Yeah.
So like if you're gonna get close and shotgun, like you should be able to have some sort of perks that allow you to get closer, sliding technique, whatever it is. Like
You're right.
So-
but I
so
feel like that dominates the game more
if-
right now.
But if you have snipers, you're going to be forced to think about those things more. Like
Exactly.
if you really want to shotgun people, you're going to have to look up to how to get
you
your
have
speed
to
up.
give up.
How you give your speed, your agility up, your maybe a perk from a weapon set. You can't use one-eyed mask. You need to use your fucking boots
Exactly.
to slide better to get in and out. You're gonna have to give up something.
Well, take me
Rather
being a
than-
grenade class. It's like I make a specialized build. You're gonna have more people making the specialized builds now.
There's some.
You're
yeah.
gonna have more mix-up. Is all I'm saying.
And-
Like, I know
and-
I was out there, but like that's
And
me.
on console, I will say this: the computer or
PC 's a
PC
totally different game 'cause you're
crowds
running
are
with a
more
mouse.
adept.
This is what I don't know. My
They're
bad.
more adept to when it comes to like the ins and outs. Like they pay attention to if your shit's masterworked, if it's not. You know what I mean? Like on console, people are just really out there getting it, and like that's straight up. You know what I mean? They're just there to.
But
to
you
do it.
you can't run 3 different weapons anymore, and it makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like you have to be like all shotguns or just shotgun and pistol.
No,
or
now
something?
you're gonna
No.
run a build that's gonna be like you're gonna have
You can
to
make
have a
whatever
mix
you
up.
want. You can run 3 shotguns.
But you
if
have
you
to
want.
commit a bit to
Fuck
being
that.
shotgun
That's what I'm
main.
saying, like-
No,
Now you can just
run,
slap a
no one
shotgun
said
on,
no.
run around, and kill people with it.
We would run a shotgun and a hand cannon and a sniper rifle if you want. All 3 of them.
Yeah, all right. I'm just making sure they
Yeah.
didn't. I was about to be like, I'm definitely not
No,
playing this
they're just
anymore.
making whatever
No.
you are playing, your whole build is going to be focused towards that build.
Yeah,
You're not
like
just
you
gonna
should.
play
My
whatever
point
you
is like
got.
you shouldn't be able
You're
to
gonna
come
try
in.
and have armor that is perked out to maximize
should
the guns you're
have
running,
to.
kind of shit.
Is what I'm kind of saying
Yeah.
is that like that should be an option because if you don't, someone's just going to pick you off, right? Like if you don't do something to make your action
to
or
make
what
a
you're trying to
build.
do better, because like you know the person that's sitting back sniping, like yeah, dude, if you get close enough to him, you just one shot him, you're good. He's got to actually one shot you with a little bit more skill.
Like
You know, people say shotgunning takes no skill, but to hit 1 or 2 shots, you're right, it doesn't take skill. But to wipe a whole fucking team cleanly,
yeah,
shotgunning is like nothing else. It's just about as good.
especially when that
as
team
sniping.
has someone all the way in the back sniping.
Because sniping, doing it from far away is great, and like there's a finesse to it, and like a beautiful thing in its
artful
simplicity. But like straight savagely being in somebody's face and shotgunning their entire team while you're like pulsing and your controller's vibrating, or like you're on. Well, I don't. When I was on console, the controller's vibrating, and like you're just looking at the sliver of health, but you just like got like an annihilation or, a Reaper or Ghost in the Night or something like that, and it was because you just went off. Like it's way better than like gradually over time. Like I just hit ran out of medals. Because you've been
See,
sniping in the back
but
and you haven't
now-
really been getting a lot of action.
Now you imagine getting like
So there's a difference feelings when being up close. Like it's very satisfying in Destiny, being close, popping your super, like going, you know what I mean, destroying
Yeah.
people, just being powerful, and like really just inflicting your will, like
But
how
now
you want
imagine
to play
being
the
the
game.
hunter who turns invisible, creeps around the side,
I already
and
do
picks
that.
3 off with the sniper.
Well,
I'm
they've
pointing
already
out-
done that.
but
That's
I'm-
the
but
flawless execution is beautiful.
But
You
they're
hit a
buffing that class,
you
so
slide
you're gonna
in,
get even better.
hit a headshot, you go invis, and then you get the wall hacks.
Look at that. Fucking
get the wall
professional
hacks,
right
dude.
there. You heard it, folks. The Dutch
Uh,
master.
The flawless execution with
Every strat.
with chaperone,
Hell
flawless
yeah.
execution, sliding headshots with the shotgun, and then you get the perks, the rodeo perk with the chaperone, which is increases range and precision damage, and you're just nuts. You're just insane and.
And
it's
see,
like
because I'm
clip-
just playing like
it's
the,
clip central. It'll
I'm just
say
playing
that.
the light build. I'm currently running a Duke and a Trust.
So
But they're
you'll like this though. You'll like this though.
I'm having fun with the 2 though, because like seriously, that Trust has the speed and the explosive damage, and then the
You'll
Duke's
like
got
this,
the
though.
range.
I recently picked up the Fighting Lion, and I'm using it a lot.
Oh,
And I'm 703 or 704 with a Warlock,
nice.
and I run Dawn. I run the Well of
Dawn Blade
Radiance.
with the dodge.
No, well of Radiance.
I'm running Well of Radiance.
I won
again.
Well of Radiance, and I just straight PvP people so hard with the Well of Radiance. It's not even funny.
When I first started playing Well of Radiance, I
I'll
was
get
the
in there,
best I
melee them,
was at
strike. I'll
PvP.
melee strike them once, get them all weak, and just fucking throw the sword down, light them on
Oh,
fire, and burn
God,
them out.
Isn't that the funnest? That's
Yeah, and they're just like, "What the like?" And you're just
I've
like, you're like, you
gotten-
know that they're like, "What just happened?" Because you just punched them, so they're like now 5 feet away from you, and then you throw your sword down and just like engulfs like the whole, like whatever,
yeah.
12 feet around you. And if they're in it, then they get lit on fire.
I've got
take
the
damage,
sword
and
to
then
the
burn.
dome, just right as I blow it
Yeah.
out, and there's the radiance.
Yeah, so like
and
I've
then
just
you're
been
just
trolling people
lit
with that.
especially if you run the boots. And
I
you
have the
get,
Starfire Protocol,
That's fair,
which
because you can just continuously have that. But
which if you punch somebody, it,
when
like,
you're running
buffs the whole
something as
thing.
slow as a Fighting Lion, and you never have to reload, it's automatically in the chamber as soon as you fire that round,
Right.
and then you just get that like any of
Yeah.
your rifts. But
Right.
so because that's what I use my wrist for right now, and then like. When you got the Well of Radiance in PvP and you're just blasting grenades everywhere with 30% extra damage and can't fucking die.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Unless
it's
someone pops a
ridiculous.
super, then you're fucked.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
not,
that being
it's
back
really
on
you
that
know what,
build.
to be honest, it's not buffed well enough against supers, other
No,
supers,
it is not.
and it's not buffed at all against snipers.
Oh yeah, snipers just
It's
Headshot,
it's
headshot,
like,
shot.
okay, it's cool. I made this sweet little ring that confines me to a space that he can see.
yeah.
So now he knows I'm only gonna
You gotta
fucking
get it
run
tight
inside
with the
of
high
here.
wall. That's what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
you know, it's like fuck, dude. And I was also thinking about that. Warlock's the most shafted class in D2.
Yeah.
Yeah, officially.
For
Their
what?
Their jump is
You
fucking
die.
shit.
You should have more armor in
And-
the air, almost like
and,
almost
or
like
give me a quicker method to get around to places.
That's
like,
why
fuck.
I ran the other Dawnblade class
And
because
then-
I could have the dodge,
and
the
then-
dodge was pretty lit.
And then,
especially if you're running with the wings.
It's okay. So the hunter gets to dodge. The fucking Titan throws down a wall pretty quickly. The warlock sits here and fucking
Dies
MJs for a
throwing
second.
down his own fucking rift. for
MJs for a second, throws down a fucking rift, and you just fucking die. Like,
You should have buffed
There's
armor while you're
nothing-
throwing it down.
yeah,
or
it should put an
something.
overshield on you. It should put an
Yeah.
overshield.
Or if that
which,
should
it wouldn't
be
even,
a,
which
like,
wouldn't even help
Give us
from
an
a sniper.
exotic that does something.
It
like
wouldn't
that.
even help from a sniper though. A heavy sniper would just destroy you.
Imagine a tiny bubble
That would, yeah, something where you were
as
just
like an
immune for a
exotic
second, maybe.
piece
yeah.
of armor or something.
But like it is ridiculous. Like you don't get the warlock is the most shafted class, and they took the way that if they would have kept the self res, I think it would have evened everything out.
So I got questioned, and I played a certain build a lot in Destiny 2, and it was the top tree Dawnblade.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way you can run like a hunter with high speed. You can
Yeah,
float in
run
the air.
everyone wants
You
to be
can
like a
stop
hunter.
whenever you want if you're running those wings, the like angel thing. And then you can dodge out of it in any direction, and then put your jump back on, and you can just coast out of anything. And if you have strafe glide on, you have a lot of horizontal speed. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter about height in PvP.
right.
Matters about the side to side.
Yeah, if
and
you got
can
too much
move
height, that's how you
like
get fucking
that in
popped.
the air with the build I ran for a long time.
Yeah.
That was like that was my aerial hunter. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
But
they shafted the warlock.
it's hard
for
to you have
sure.
to very much commit, to have that.
Yeah, but maybe the warlock. I don't know because the warlock maybe has better exotic sets and stuff. Because the hunter seems like there's like a few exotics that really work really well, and the other ones are awesome. But it's like they're not very practical. You know what I mean? And that's what
Man,
Destiny
they
comes
fucked
down
my
to.
entire class off, so I was just
The
like,
hunters are great. You
I mean,
just
I know they give everyone a
Rock,
support
where were you?
thing, but
What
I
were
just
you
feel like
started out
warlocks
as?
are the support
Huh?
class.
What did you start out as?
I started off as a what's it called, a warlock.
Oh yeah, everybody moved
Wait.
to hunter besides Sam.
You started as a warlock?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I started as a warlock, then I moved to the Titan because of the gear that was dope as fuck when you were a part of
Plus those
the
Dead-
Damn, we're just
dude,
so much
dead
fun.
Dead
orbit.
which they don't even have factions anymore. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
know.
see? Like
But
Dead
when they come
Orbit
back,
made
maybe
me
it'll be
run
brand.
Maybe Trials
made
will
me
come
run
back.
that shit. But then after that, I started running the fucking hunter.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was mainly the fucking Titan because
Which-
he would just look dope.
Which hunter were you running again?
The hunter?
Yeah, like which build were you running the most?
Oh, I mean, I didn't get into none of the new shit. That's why.
But I mean, when you were playing.
Oh, when I was playing it, I used
Bottom
to run
our
the
top tree.
I used to run the Void
Gunslinger?
Walker. No, the Void
Oh,
Walker.
no, Void, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, where you would shoot the like?
Top tree trapper or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
All I remember is that he was tight,
Wait.
and then they fucked up my helmet when they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did my roll and turned invisible, I wasn't wilding out the way I was anymore, and I got over that shit.
I just think like
Maybe everybody
yeah.
just got better.
Nah, they buffed
They
that.
said, yeah.
They
Yeah.
blatantly buffed it. Like you could read up on it and everything. They were like, oh yeah, the instead of you
He's mad about the worm husk.
Oh,
the health
'cause it got-
regen.
yeah.
The health regen from the dodge.
yeah, that was bullshit, because I was litty. I was litty, dog. That shit really
He's
is a
talking
game
about the health
changer,
regen.
dog.
Yeah, they took it away where it doesn't. It used to redo your whole shield and give you a portion of health,
It
and
was
then
so stacked.
and then it just does. Now it just does a portion of health and no shield.
Yeah, what the fuck is that, dog?
Hmm.
How can you be cunty if they take that from you?
Because they
That's
gave
how.
you the 6th coyote, which gives you double invis dodge.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Problem
Oh.
solved.
Okay.
So you
They
just,
can't shoot you if they can't see
You
you.
just stack two rolls. So you can use it for anything, but if you have the hunter that when you roll you go invis, you just get 2.
But you're not getting the
So you
health,
have
though.
3 clips
But you go
on any gun. You have 3 fucking clips on any gun
You
want.
go invis and reload your weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have 3 clips on every gun.
Yeah, you just so instead of healing, you just don't get hit.
Oh, jeez.
You switch the game, and then
That's
like
brutal.
you put the double jump, the double horizontal jump on or whatever, the one that gains more distance.
Oh, yeah. So
But
while
less
you're
height?
invisible, you can go like.
Yeah, you just pinball back and forth.
That's how you handle snipers, though. With a close
exactly,
range
exactly,
build.
and that's what you. But as a
Is you're
hunter,
a goddamn
that,
fucking ninja.
that's how you
of
get
the
in on
void.
in people's ass, though.
Oh, jeez.
That's how you get in people's ass as a hunter, though. Real
Invis
talk.
ninja. That would be dope, though.
Yeah, the void was my thing, and now you can't be dick out in the game like you used to. I don't like it.
You can though. You can more than ever though. That's what I'm telling you. You don't play the game.
I know. I said I'll try.
I'm just saying,
I'll
then
get
you
back
pick
on
a
it,
build
but
and you commit to it.
You
But
don't
like,
even
here's
have
the thing.
internet.
I do.
You
It's
run
just
the
not
first
booming
3
the way it
missions,
should be.
and you're caught up
Such
on.
But I'm gonna
lives.
fix that tonight.
Like
Are you?
Yeah, now that I fucking have the thing. I
Did you
didn't
get it?
Yeah, I did.
See, I told you.
All right. You getting the internet?
Excuse me. Anyways,
no, but like, it'll get you back quick, immediately.
I'll get you back real. Yeah, I'll put you if you have the.
Why does that sound threatening? I'll get you back.
If you have,
What'd you do to
if
him?
you have the yearly pass,
Yeah, I'll
the
get you
annual,
back, mother.
if you have the annual pass, you'll get a power surge to.
Yeah, I got 2 of those, but
To a what?
2 power surges.
Yeah, but that's the 640. You got to get the 690, motherfuckers.
Oh, they come with those now too.
If you have to say, yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
All right,
Get on that.
I'll do it.
I
I
logged into
honestly
Destiny.
can't. I can't even play Destiny on the console anymore.
I logged in, dude. I
Whatever,
couldn't even find the
dog.
damn missions.
30 frames
Well,
per second,
then,
man.
That's why I was playing
It is
alone this
fucking
week.
brutal.
I was trying to find the missions.
It's
Like, where's it
fucking
at?
brutal. It is so slow. It's like a chopped. It's like if you were playing on a scratch disc. That's how it is for
That's
my
how it
eyes.
feels for you?
That's how it is.
That's
for
how
mine.
it feels to switch to PC. Goodbye, video
That's
games.
what happens when you go
on
from
the
100
TV with your friends.
and 10 minimum, frames per second. To,
Back to 60.
It's not 60. It's guaranteed not 60. I'll tell you that.
Brutal.
Yeah, it is pretty brutal. But
It's
you
like
know,
what when you
I
downloaded
played
porn
it,
in the
though.
90s and it was like
Yeah. Right. God damn it, I'm just gonna have to print this out as a photo. Yeah, but the Menagerie is fun. The raid,
I didn't get into the raid yet.
underwhelming from
I mean, they're big
people's
old
standpoint.
6 hours.
Because, right, 6 hours. And, yeah, that's like a raid layer.
Yeah.
But, whatever. They're doing it. They provided more of what people are asking for, and that's like content that includes
That we
these activities that, aren't individual grinding activities where you're like, oh, I can go get my fire team of whatever, but like where you can meet up, LFG for a group, Menagerie, you can just quick play or match make for it.
And
That's kind of what people have been asking for. So it is where people do, and it's kind of a collective thought too. Like, yeah, okay, the raid, Crown of Sorrows, it was only 6 hours. It was good, but it was 6 hours, and that's underwhelming. However, at the same time, they're like, they are listening to us. So like, they gave you something. It's kind of the opposite of what we usually get, where we get this big, huge delivery of. It's like, dude, you got the world's biggest present for your birthday, but it just happened to be something you're like, I was into the other thing way more that I told you about. You know what I mean, type deal.
Yeah.
Where you don't, like, of course we voice that, and maybe for Christmas you wouldn't voice that to like your parents or something because that'd be rude. But like, the Destiny community loves to be rude, so like we voice that, and they listen though. You know what I mean? They actually
Loves to be rude.
they offered content on multiple fronts. They made it accessible to everybody, and they did a good job. And like this Power Surge thing seems like it's like the ticket where you still got to grind, you still got to do something to get it, and during that time, the players that are already at that level get that head start. So it's like
like,
instead of days or a week head start, it's like hours. And they're like, those hours for someone who's a grinder that's like literally got nothing else to do, there's golden. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And then those 2 hours that it takes somebody that's like 5 whatever or 6 whatever, and it takes them 2 hours and now they're 690, and then you still got to do that 10 levels to really get where you're supposed to be. That's great. Yeah, I mean they did.
And you can
they did
get that
perfect.
10 levels in a week.
Yeah.
It
They
used
did
to
that
be
at-
5.
but they
Or
did
no,
that-
it used to be 10. Now you can do a lot more.
Yeah,
I think.
you could do 20 or
Yeah.
30 maybe if you really grind it with
Yes.
3 characters. So they've done a great job. They've
Mm-hmm.
made it more accessible to people just getting in. Didn't give it to them easily because that's like both parties, right? The people that have grinded, that already the top, that max power, have all the shit. They're like, we don't want you to give away this shit easily, right? We earned it. And then the people that aren't there are like, I paid money. I want to play too. And they're like, okay, that's true. Both
But at the
both
same
sides are
time-
true. Both sides are true. Like, they can't be like, oh, well, this guy decided to fucking lose his fucking life, divorce his wife, and forget about his
Well, it's
children
at the point
to
where-
fucking play Destiny 2. First, this guy that cares about his family and only gets to play 2 hours a night. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's
People
what Zer
who are
was for,
currently
dog.
in the running to be the first usually are only the people who are streamers, who are doing this professionally. But also, they're the
Hey,
fucking pros.
hey,
They
that's
should be the
mentally
pros.
ill,
They
dog.
should be the
He
best
divorced
ones at
his
this
wife.
game, so good they're getting paid to play this
just for
fucking
Destiny
game.
2. I
Hey, what's
guarantee
the
it's
deal with
happening.
It's
the
just how
clan,
that
though?
is, though. It's like people are
The clan's
complaining
up,
because they're
homie.
not
We own it.
getting
The clan's
paid to play
active.
Destiny.
It's got
and
3
they don't have
active
a chance
members
of
right
being
here.
the
Tell
best.
me you only need 2. We got 3.
Oh, okay, I'm
What's up?
only
You
asking
ain't part of
'cause-
it. You're about to lose. Don't be surprised when you get the notification saying that you lost administrative
Bro,
privileges.
what are you talking about? I was bringing motherfuckers in, dog.
Not no more.
But everybody playing Division now.
No, I
Our
don't even-
entire
no,
clan
I don't-
Division.
Yeah, well, Division. I can't play any games that aren't exclusives on console anymore. I can't.
I
We've
don't
lost
blame
them. Get a PC.
I mean,
Yeah, honestly, get a PC. I'll help you get a PC
Oh,
by
man.
any means.
I know. You know what? I had a
need
delayed
people to
tax
play.
return, but
I
hopefully
need
some of my
people to
money's
play
going
with.
towards that.
but
Dude, for like right
I've
now,
done
actually,
so
it's a great
much
time.
work on 2 already.
Okay, in
though.
September.
Oh my God.
Okay, well they don't have that, but in September, Destiny will have crossplay. But we're gonna move. We're gonna move away from Destiny because we're gonna talk about some E3 shit. But you will be able to cross-platform save onto
Oh yeah.
PC, and this has something to do with the E3 stuff. We're gonna take a break after this, but great time to buy or upgrade your PC is right now. Pretty much right now until all summer, because AMD is, and they've announced it at E3. They actually did a crazy benchmark test with liquid nitrogen and everything on a CPU, and they actually beat the world record on Cinebench, which is a pretty big deal on the PC world for CPUs, and it's actually like a retailer CPU, not like a enthusiast CPU, so it's actually reasonably priced, and it's meant to go into home computers, and you'll see it on the market. But that drives everything down, so graphics cards are coming down. I actually had to get a second graphics card, and I got a really, really good one for a fucking crazy price, and it was brand new. It wasn't used shit or anything. And then you go on there, and all the AMD shit is just coming down. So I'm talking about CPUs, GPUs, the expensive stuff that drive the price
New
of your
technology.
computer, the shit
just
that you want to
means
save money.
everything else
And then here's the
drops.
thing, though, is that the new technology is just dropping right now. So you have like a 2-year period where you're going to get to maximize these things to their full potential till you really even have to worry about the software side catching up to there. Because like we can't develop on software until we know the
Xbox, they're like, we can
resources-
finally reach this now.
So
but
here we go.
PC's been
Though.
like, okay, cool.
Exactly. So, but there we go. AMD.
Oh, that's cute.
AMD releases these chipsets. AMD releases these GPUs and CPUs, and then that's what we're going to actually see inside of the consoles. So PlayStation, I don't know about Xbox or what we're going to talk about here after the break, is coming with this, but we know the PlayStation 5 is coming with some AMD hardware, and that seems it's going to be a CPU and a GPU, and it's going to be based off of this new technology that's releasing
There's
next month.
AMD is in the Xbox.
Yeah.
one too,
Okay. So we're looking at AMD entering
I wrote
their stuff.
solid states AMD and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That video, they
so
just
it
kept
seems
saying,
like they're both on the
SSDR.
same track. But that's the
Or
important thing
SDDR.
of it is that right now, if you are a console, because here's the deal: if these if you're paying $500 for the new Xbox or the new PlayStation, right now for $500, you can get a system that will play 1440p, which is higher than HD, at 60 frames per second, no problem. And that's the minimum of like what we're talking about.
I mean, Destiny looks fucking beautiful on my roommate's PC.
Okay, exactly.
So,
So like
that
let's say you're gonna spend $200 more. We're talking about dumping that $200 into your graphics card and maybe like $50 into a monitor upgrade or something like that. And
at least I already have a decent monitor to hold me over.
But now you're talking about like looks amazing to like your face is being fucking melted and like you're not even playing the game. I just want to sit in here. You know what I mean? Like I want to just sit in here and look at the shit type stuff. And you're like, and when you fire it up,
beautiful pictures, internet search.
After you haven't played for a day, and you come back and you see it again, you're like blown away again. You're like, damn, my shit looks this good. Like, what the fuck? Who set this up? You know what I mean? Like,
every wallpaper that ever gets posted, I'll be like, I'll look at that.
Yeah, right. But that's how you feel. And then like, you get, and that's the thing is that everybody always goes console to this, and you're really only looking at 60 frames per second. And you could get a graphics card for under $100 right now that does 1080p, 60 frames per second. You just need to know where to go and what you're looking for, and that's one of the hardest things to do about graphics card or PC stuff and individually sourcing them. So
now, can I
just
throw
do a little
something
research.
up there?
Just do a little research, and I'm telling you, you can find these shits for PC, and the PC will last you 2, 3 years, 4 years. Gaming at 1080p, it will last you forever. It won't ever get worse unless they start making like unfathomable graphics for 1080. Which
what if I
doesn't
got a
seem
couple
like it's happening.
computers just sitting around?
So
I don't really
then
know
we
anything
Frankenstein
about them.
My one thing I wanted
Then
to
we
bring up was
Frankenstein 'em.
Rocky. Could you do better? Because here's the thing, Rocky's our guy.
Oh, $500. $500
see what
you can do
Rocky-
better. You can do better. You can do if you buy sourced used equipment, you could buy way better.
I'll
You can do way
just
better.
joke it back to old episodes because I mean,
Yeah.
Rocky's our guy.
But like
You
people,
got the
people
deals.
that want to sell them on like, let's just be
Well,
honest.
I have a tax return
People have been
coming
getting
in
taken
like
advantage
3 to
of.
6 weeks.
In the PC realm, all because
fucking
of the
health
unknown.
insurance.
Okay, so that's what people just don't know what they're doing when it comes to it, so they stay away
Maybe
from it.
we'll
so you
make
get
this an
ripped off.
episode detail. I'll go through building a PC. We'll take notes.
could do that one
You
time.
guys are going to be the ones that help me build it. So,
Well, I'll help you build it. But let's take a break right now and come back and we'll talk some E3.
oh damn, we got too much news on that.
All right.
It's gonna be fun.
E3. Right here at the Plug Gaming, DFZRadio.com. We'll be back right after these jams.
Riding down the west coast, candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby, the Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans, get with the program, call me the drill man, the hydros potents, got your eyes low, lower than the ocean, just west coasting through the coast, with the potion, and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California, Compton, California, yeah, the city where I was raised. Second son to Easy E, so don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the Lucci. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast, burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a
bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in a pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2,
LA, just me and Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and I'm about to get the dipping. It's California A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spit it big faces. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California, You weak hustlers just make me laugh, and I ain't fucking with it if it don't make me cash. All I do is stack money. I'm a grown ass man. This the West Coast addiction. Team on the map, bring the heat on the track, bring the fire in the booth. I'm tired of these motherfuckers lying to you. It's for the real ass hustlers who clocking that dough like Urban G-Bo who just got home. Get your paper, 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 get your paper. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. I hustle harder, I got to get it. Ain't no waiting around for somebody to give it. I stand on my own too, the grind I live it. The 9 to 5 can't provide the digits. My vision's exquisite, like the stones that I wear. Got gold around my neck, got diamonds on my ear, all the whips that I own, sitting on chrome. Candy painted bike that's sitting on gold. Get your paper up, 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 get your paper up. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just money, just money. Yeah, stack that money.
Throwing weed up in the bag, let me get a couple mags, and we do it just like that. We some money loving freaks, so my niggas gotta eat, so we out there moving packs.
Get your paper up, get your paper up.
I'm stacking so much dough, I got a paper cut. I'm packing so much hay, I feel the staple up. And I don't give a fuck, you lay down for my paper chunk. Yeah. The cold life that we leading, hustle hard just to stay breathing.
Get your paper up, get your paper up, get your paper up. I hustle hard, I hustle hard, I hustle hard. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. 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 We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah. So big split smoker, don't need no roller. So roll my doja, I can first show ya. Big stage older, Christmas cola. Sticky as the growers, we gon' see more up. We gon' see more bud, pockets on forest. Yeah, they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want in store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you can say I run forest. Yeah, I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it, all that ladies love it. It's so euphoric, they so blatantly adore. Bumping all the cuts as we cruising to the night. Like that cut from DJ Quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just sliding at the split so I can hit it while I ride. And shorty looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high.
Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a burden. Lungs turning black, smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twist to get it lifted while I'm shipping to the bitches. Got me feeling like the richest, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killer soul, smoking with a privilege. Take it high, then to get this, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shelf. If your lungs ain't strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. Like good wood, burning like good wood should. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, so fly.
Yeah. Naps. Knock off. What up, Saint? And we hustle. Hustle hard. Team ADXN. Welcome back. Welcome back. So on this break, we were talking about
Video
eating
games.
no
Takeout. Getting it all the time.
Eating Chinese food.
Even when you have to get it out of the alley.
Wow.
Sam, wait, what are you?
He's talking about his deep love for Chinese food. I'm assuming not being homeless.
Oh my God! You
It's
just
a great
it
love
that
for Chinese
escalated
Oh, man.
to a point we can't even get into. That
Got
is
you, Rocky, though.
ridiculous.
I got
That-
you good.
Hey,
I
you
got you
did.
good.
I'm speechless. I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay.
Yeah, these guys were just being maniacs during the break.
Oh
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Literally, it's one of the, I mean, I don't know how often.
You know why? It's because I'm
this
hype on
happens
all
for
this
you,
news.
But we actually cut our
Hard cut.
break short because of their conversation. So
Anyway.
we got back to work ASAP once they started talking.
Hey, but this is something that people need to know, and it's very important.
Yeah, and it
Because
has to do with Destiny 2.
Home
'cause,
Depot
like,
closes at 9 o'clock, and we've
Dev,
got
he's out
something
here.
important to do.
He's out here. We have to Project
You're doing
Get
those late night-
Rock's internet back.
well, noise ordinance
I
goes in
gotta
at 10.
get it
That
back,
gives you an
dog.
hour.
Project Get It Back.
Hey, and I love you guys.
Project Get It Back is
Not
a
as much as I love your mothers, but I love you guys.
publicly founded organization that
Thanks for the
donates their time to get Rocky's internet back or
Man.
other things
Yeah.
back. We're just Project
Gonna get it back.
Project
'cause
Get It Back.
Even Rocky's gonna play Destiny 2 again.
Yeah, first thing he's gonna do is download all the updates that are gonna take 23 hours to download, and then another 23 to copy them onto his hard drive.
So like 40 gigs. Get ready
yeah.
to delete.
But you're
some
gonna be
shit.
hardline. You're gonna be hardline. So like,
That's all you
you're
need, though.
tight. You're
That's
solid.
all that matters,
That
man.
means you can play,
All right.
and when you're ready,
Well, that's a real deal, and Rocky's really trying to get to Home Depot here very quickly. So we gotta.
and
we're gonna give the show. We gotta do our
all right,
rundown.
we're done now. Goodbye.
E3 rundown. No, we're doing the E3 rundown. We're doing the E3
We're
rundown.
doing it. I got all these notes here.
Let's
But,
just start off. Let's start off
We're
with
gonna
the
start
big.
off with
The big.
we got
What
a
I think is the big
important
X.
PSA.
Okay.
Public
He
service
He
announcement.
really wanted to do this.
No, because like Rocky's gonna
surprised.
deal with this same shit when
Surprised
he
you
finally
remembered.
downloads those files and gets on Destiny 2. Saint did it,
Sam, 9
I'm gonna do
o'clock.
homie.
It is
When you
8:26.
log in, there is now a pursuits section
He's
next
in a
to the
rural
map.
I will
It's where you'll
Google it.
find all the shit you have to do when you're.
And then I will update people
Public service
on
announcement
the
complete.
Instagram.
God, chill out.
I will
I'm the one
update
who's got
people
the
on the
Xbox
Instagram,
notes.
dog.
Okay.
All right, let's get into some
Jesus
E3
H
shit.
Christ. Anyways,
You
yeah,
wanna start
E3
with this
shit.
Scarlet?
E3 shit. Let's talk Project Scarlet.
Let's talk Project Scarlet.
And to be honest, everybody was like super hyped,
40 times the processing
and I'm hyped about it too.
What the hell is it?
But like, it's
the next Xbox.
Ah,
They
new
just gave it a funky name to be
What's it
like
called?
just
When
like
it comes out,
Project
it'll just be the
Scarlet.
Xbox
And last time it was Scorpio. I don't know
something.
what the deal is with that, but
that is so weird.
they like alliteration.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what they decided to do. It's in tune with what they've been doing, so I guess there's that.
It's the next Xbox.
But however,
What if that's what they call it? The,
the name-
next box.
yeah,
That would be a tight name. No, I'd fuck with it. I'm like, all right.
Would they drop the T and just do it the next?
That's like the one you're gonna see at the SWAT meet.
Get rid of the T and just takes it to a
what
cheap
they
level.
need to do is find a baseline product and just keep one name and go with it, so they can get some
Oh,
fucking
right.
recognition.
Right.
And seem like they've
So the
actually had a
Xbox
company for
2X?
longevity, like a long time. Yeah, I don't know. You fucked yourself with that.
Or the
That's
Xbox
right.
One XX.
Xbox.
That's
One.
what I mean. But
The new
anyways,
Xbox
Project
One.
Or the
Scarlet.
Xbox almost Vin Diesel. Triple X.
They should just call the Xbox again.
They got that one, Sam.
Look, they already got meta with the Xbox. The Xbox One X is T. It's like
T1 meta.
It's the Xbox.
it's the T1 text.
XBOX.
It's a T1
Xbox One X.
With a
it
dual net
spells
processor.
Xbox.
a learning computer.
But
Whatever.
Home Depot closes.
Dude, I'm trying to fucking segue this shit, and you guys are over here
We're
joking
talking about Project Scarlet.
like, seriously?
Important details.
Seriously,
What are they
yeah.
gonna call this machine?
Seriously, no more fucking dabs for
Okay.
this guy before
Look.
in between the breaks. Like,
We didn't. I didn't. That's why I didn't take one.
dude, you're acting like you did. What do you got? A monster?
No, we got.
That monster's
yeah, that
working
was
you.
so I had energy for this.
That
Yeah,
monster's
exactly. I brought
working
plenty
right now.
Look, ready to hit this?
Yes, Project Scarlet.
Project Scarlet coming next holiday.
Okay.
2020.
There it is.
You know what's releasing with it?
What?
The next Halo.
What?
Yep, they gave us a trailer and everything. Master Chief's floating out in space, and some random
They
dude
need to
who is
shake
literally
Master Chief
lost
and
in
make it
space
an open world Spartan
finds
game.
Master Chief, and like the Halo's destroyed, and like it's who
Let's
knows
get
how long
over
time.
Master Chief already. Make him the Master Chief on a ship, telling niggas what to do.
He's now like the zombie Master
We need to
Chief.
be in an open world, Spartan world by now. Like,
That's what it is.
we should be saving the
You didn't see it? That's what it is.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's a piece of
They
shit.
showed us nothing. They showed us a weird teaser. That's it. Just an
I
intro.
was like, we're gonna do it.
Sam knows we're on a time crunch, and he's still setting you up for these things. You're eating them. It's just amazing.
Hey,
Home Depot
real
closes
Sam,
at 9.
You being a real big
got-
bitch right now, Tom.
All right, let's get into
Okay.
games. We got Outer Worlds. I
No.
wrote, we have
No.
few meets
Can we
Halo.
slow down? Can we slow down? Okay.
Halo.
This Project Scarlet.
Oh, what you? I thought you were rushing me through that shit.
No, let's talk about it at least, and not just about like.
Okay.
Okay. Project Scarlet. 8K resolution, right? Yeah, sure. You were going to be playing in 4K. Is
It
it
is-
4K 60? Let's talk about that.
Is it?
They really didn't do much
No.
in details,
Damn it.
or maybe I missed a bunch of them. But
Yeah, maybe we're not going to see that. We might see 4K
like
30.
seriously, in the video where they were hyping it, they talked about like how it's a solid state drive,
I
so it's
need-
going to run faster and
well,
shit like that.
loader times,
And they
faster
talked
load
about
times.
loading screens
Yeah.
by literally just saying loading screens like 85
Yeah.
times. That was what the thing was.
That's the same marketing. That's the
They
same
told you
marketing.
almost nothing.
But that's the same marketing for the SSD, though. When you're
But-
trying to
and
sell
that's what
SSDs,
they talk about
yeah.
those.
When
They're
you're
like,
trying to sell
SSD plus
so it's
solid
nothing.
state.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's amazing
Solid
loading
Yeah,
screens.
I have
Did
one.
we talk about
It is
loading
amazing.
They're
screens?
awesome.
Because who loves
I have
loading
one.
screens? I
They're
know.
fucking amazing.
When
No
you're in the
more
elevator
spinning
and it's
discs.
My
taking
PC
forever.
has one.
Awesome.
It's the backbone.
It's anyway.
It's not though. It's really
That's
not.
what their intro video was, and then they talked about it having 40 times the processing speed.
But we don't know if 40 times whatever the Xbox One X really has is even anything
They also
special.
Yeah,
gave
it's
us
like
a
no
trailer
actual
for
number.
4K Age of Empires. Why would you make that 4K?
Exactly.
this big.
We have League of Legends in 4K 60 frames. League of Legends 4K 60. Rocket League
So I
4K.
can have a magnifying glass handy to like.
CS:GO
read-
4K 60 frames.
Oh jeez. It's like South
Anybody?
Park at 4K.
South Park, yeah, Stick of Truth 60 frames per second,
That
4K.
paper looks fresh.
It's 8K resolution. It's 8K resolution, 60 frames.
All right.
South Park.
I really
Stick
like.
of Truth.
I don't have shit on the Scarlet.
No,
it's-
that's it. 8K
it's fake
resolution.
named the
It's
Scarlet.
faster.
It's clearly not what
It's
it's gonna be
faster.
called.
It's better. It's stronger. Okay,
Yes.
it's competing with the
We have the
PlayStation 5 or
technology.
whatever it is. We're gonna see these guys go head to head. This is gonna be the real, true competition,
AKA
not
the
the
next
PS4
box.
Pro or the Xbox One X head-to-head. That wasn't a real representation of these two companies' new systems. Maybe on Xbox's end, but it seems weird that they have one that's called Project Scarlet, following the exact same role as Project Scorpio, as this high-end, high this, high that,
Telling ya.
PC-like.
Phil
But this
Spencer
one actually seems
is
like it's the
listening
one.
into this conversation right now.
I-
and
it
that's
seems
why
like
they're
it's the
gonna
one.
call it.
It
the
seems like
next
it's the one.
box.
It seems like it's the one. So we'll see. They're both going to have PC parts in it. They're going to be more like PCs
Yeah,
in
they're
every
gonna
way.
be PCs that plug into your TV.
And, yeah,
they
they
did
should be
say
great.
that they were way more focused on the gaming aspect.
They
on
should
the
be
next one,
great.
which is good. And
Halo, new Halo. Okay,
New Halo.
Cyberpunk. That's Xbox exclusive. Cyberpunk 2077. That's everybody.
We got
Looks great.
Keanu.
Keanu.
He even
he
came
was
out on
good.
stage.
He was
Yeah,
good.
that shit's tight.
He was good. He was fun, and he was like, you could just like, I don't know. You're like, dude,
It's 'cause
that's
he's
him.
John Wick, dog.
That's him. No, he's but like he's like awkward kind of too, though. Like he's John Wick,
he
but he's
was
awkward
so
too.
fucking humble on stage.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like exactly. Like
that dude was
I don't
giggling
know.
because everyone
Yeah.
wouldn't let him talk to what
Yeah.
he has to say in lines. And
Right.
he's like, please, I gotta talk.
I know, yeah. It was like really good to see
Oh,
like
man.
that's the guy that's John Wick. That's fucking Neo from the Matrix.
And I
That's
just
fucking
saw John Wick.
That's
Bill and Ted.
Bill and
So good,
Ted.
Is
And
it?
can't wait for the next one. Yeah, of
fucking
course it
Johnny,
They're doing another one?
whatever,
yeah, they set
Johnny
up another
Mnemonic, and then the dude fucking
Bus.
Jack. What is his
Speed.
name? I know
Oh,
what is
man.
his name.
Jack.
No, it's Jack something.
Jack's from
Yeah,
Speed.
there was
Yak. It was Yak.
Jack what?
Jack fucking Speedman. I don't know. He's
Yeah,
Jack
that would be
from
great
Speed.
if it was there. I'm Jack Speedman.
That's
I was
probably
in the movie
better
called
than what it
Speed.
was. That's probably better than what it
Jedi
was.
Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order.
EA.
I watched that 13-minute video of like game
hey,
footage.
Hey,
Hey.
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 All I'm gonna say is, hey, EA,
Hey.
don't fuck it up.
Well, we're gonna find out November 15th.
You be fucking
Comes
games
out
up, EA. You be fucking.
That's gonna be a holiday game.
You don't fuck this one up.
And
Let
that's gonna be a
the
great-
fucking
Did you
Star
watch
Wars
the-
games be good because the movies
Look,
haven't done it. We need something.
they released the
The
trailer.
last ones have been shit. Let this one not be shit.
They released the trailer of it. That was like the short one. But there's also a 13-minute gameplay demo video.
Just let
that
it not be
looks
shit.
Fucking dope. You like the way you use force powers to slow time. In
I'm
like,
trying to
the
just
demo
choke somebody
looks
out with
clean.
this.
Instead of having a backpack, you have your own little
And
bot
VR.
that looks like a tiny AT-AT walker. It's like
I
that's
know.
like your little personal bot, and he's like the one who hacks shit for you and like gives you
He's like your
heal
ghost.
packs and everything. Exactly. And the demo, the video I sent you the link to.
I'll send you a link to a
is
video.
really
homie.
good. It looks. I mean, like it's pre-alpha shit, but it looks good.
Yeah, I know. I hope it's
Yeah.
good. I really want it to be good, but fuck you, EA, and don't fuck it up, and don't make it
And
bad.
I don't know if I
Somehow.
was right, but it sounded
Don't make
like
it bad.
and kind of looked like they put Forrest Whitaker's character in it, the one from
Ghost Dog?
Rogue One.
Oh,
my God,
oh,
those
oh,
guys
Rogue
was
One.
bullshit.
I
you
think
attacking-
for a second
For some reason, I just had a flash.
they had
of
a
Ghost
guy
Dog,
who wore
I don't
armor
know.
just like his, and it sounded like his voice, but I don't know if it, I
Okay.
don't know if that was what they were doing.
Gears of War or Gears 5 Escape.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this installment of Gears of War.
Where's that on
It's we're not going too far away from what we've already seen there, so that's going to be
They
a
do
fresh
have a July tech test mode.
a
so they got
July.
something you can
Okay,
play.
okay, so get in there.
It comes out September 10th.
Sweet.
It's a cape thing. They also have a new mode in it that's like, and it's going to be part of the tech test, is a 3-player escape mode.
Yeah,
Where
that's what it's like based
It's
off,
kind
I
of like
guess.
an endless, like a dungeon you'll never escape and get as far as you can almost. That's what it looks like.
Nice.
So,
Creators of Dark Souls, Game of Thrones, working together.
you can test it at
Can you
Microsoft stores.
fucking
too.
believe From Software is gonna team up with
Oh,
the people
jeez.
that made Game of Thrones, and they're gonna make a fucking
Well, not the
video
people
game?
that made Game of Thrones.
The
It's
story's
just
gonna
George
be
R.R. Martin
really
in story
good,
writing.
but the game
It's
Whatever.
just him doing story
Bullshit.
writing.
Whatever, then
Yes.
perfect. I
Exactly.
mean, he's okay. The guy who wrote A Song of Fire and Ice,
Yes, that's a
and
better way
then
to put
From
it.
Software are gonna be working.
The guy who's still finishing A
Oh
Song
my
of Fire and
God.
Ice.
Dude, I'm playing that game. I don't give a fuck.
I know. I
what it
can't
is.
wait. Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Elden Scrolls.
I thought he was about to say Elden Scrolls.
Elden Scrolls.
Yeah.
The new from George R.R. Martin.
We got
and
that-
J.R.R. Tolkien.
They gave us
Elden
another
Ring.
Outer Worlds teaser. That game comes out October 25th. It looks like We Happy Few meets Halo. That's what I wrote down.
Outer Worlds, yeah.
We got Bleeding Edge by Ninja Theory. Did you see that one?
This
One might be an
I
exclusive.
didn't,
They
but I
own
gotta
Ninja
see
Theory now.
this one.
It is a 4v4
Oh, yeah, who bought Ninja
online
Theory?
multiplayer. Yeah, they bought them last year,
Who?
right? Xbox. Or Microsoft.
Dude.
I think this
They
might be an
did,
exclusive.
and then they started on. Oh my
yeah,
god!
I think
that's
it
gonna
comes
be
out
great.
April 16th. There's a few games that do.
That's gonna
but
be
it is
great. That's
a
something to look
melee
into.
fighting online team battle game. So it's like 4v4 online play, all melee.
Okay.
And it's like I wrote down Borderlands meets Overwatch. It looked really
Nice.
cool, the characters and stuff. We got another Ori Will of the Wisps trailer
True
that comes out February 11th.
That looks good. Those games are gorgeous. That looks gorgeous. I like that.
We got Minecraft Dungeons. So,
Dude, they,
like,
I knew
exactly that. Dungeon
so
crawler.
We knew something had. We knew
Yep.
something new had to be coming after that out of the actual developers from Minecraft because, you know, Minecraft is like the core of even a lot of hardcore Fortnite players. Take that building aspect back to Minecraft. So there's a lot of hardcore cult following. MFers.
And shit, you could play that on HoloLens.
You know, MFers out here that play Minecraft.
I used to get in trouble for saying that as a kid.
You know? No, I know. I just wanted to say that because it was just in tune with like Minecraft.
That's good though.
Nicely
But
done.
Minecraft is great and,
And
it's still good, dude.
couch
I have
co-op and
I have
online.
little relatives that they play it and they still love
Yeah.
it. Just as much as
there's
I do,
also
and I was
like a
"That's
lot of
great."
adults that like playing it.
No,
Yeah, this
and
gives
that's
you
what I meant by
a
when
new
I said-
format for
yeah.
playing it, and like
I
it
mean,
hits a whole range.
I meant
just
that
because
from
of
the
type.
adult people that I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
play Fortnite or play Minecraft as well. That's what I
Yeah.
meant that from. Not
That's a good
saying
way to
little
put it,
kid.
yeah.
I wasn't trying to tie that to kids. Actually,
Damn
really,
kids,
really.
grow up.
I
Kill
would do
people
that if
with
I
the
felt
real
that way.
graphics on.
No, because there's a time and place for fucking kids games to play, and most games just transcend age. It doesn't matter what age you are. There's usually just a minimum. There's not a maximum.
But speaking of kids,
Except for 99.
Spiritfarer. Did you see that one? It's
No.
by this company called Thunder Lotus. It's like anime kid.
don't get this guy started.
Dude,
Hey,
look,
All
I'm
right.
helping him
All right,
out.
all right.
I'm
We gotta
good.
go.
Anime Kid and Cat the game. Plus you build a houseboat and bang a deer. That was that one. That was one
What?
of their trailers. I was writing down. I was watching Xbox and like playing Red Dead at the same time because all you do
Nice.
is hold X. They had a Blair Witch game that looked crazy intense. It's also
Well,
like
Blair Witch was bullshit.
dude,
so.
did you see
Doom
the
Eternal.
watch this game trailer of Blair Witch?
Doom
I
Eternal.
wrote down more like Ultra Instinct Shaggy because you have a dog that looks like fucking Scooby Doo. You look like Shaggy the cop, and it's a ghost game. It's totally Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Just letting you know.
For sure.
We got Battletoads, and it's going to be on Game Pass when it comes out, but I don't think we got a date.
That's what I'm talking about.
We
Doom
got-
Eternal.
RPG time. Did you see this, Dutch? Because this is
No.
perfect for fucking dads. It is
Oh,
an entirely
that sounds like an insult,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Whoa.
No. I mean, like it's just I love this
whoa.
game. I can't wait to play it. But it is
But you're not a dad.
You don't have to be, but it is extremely kid friendly.
Oh,
It is-
perfect. Beautiful.
It's RPG time. It is literally the entire game takes place between cardboard cutouts and sketchbook type formats. And it is a full RPG game played through like a fucking kid's imagination with sketchbook stuff of like paper drawings of you battling things. And you're playing on these different formats, and then it like switched to like a little Big Planet kind of view with a bunch of cardboard cutouts and stuff. Full on RPG game, great for like a dad to play with his kid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
It
great,
looks
guys. Oh, now they're wrapping it up.
You know what? I was actually hype on that one for like one of our pals on the show over here. The
That's
main guy.
fucking beautiful, guys.
No, dude, it was
I
super
mean,
dope.
I cannot wait
Let's talk about the most
for
important thing.
all of this.
You
shit.
shut your mouth. We got the next gen Pro controller that's got everything upgraded in it. We got Dying Light 2. I'm just
yeah.
gonna wrap through this
Just
shit.
go
then.
through it, wrap
Spring
through it.
2020. We got Forza Lego update for like Forza Horizon, so like everything's Lego-fied and shit. It looks really
Lego
cool.
fight all up in
Yeah.
your eyes.
That comes out this week. We got a pop game for Gears of War. We got State of Decay Heartland expansion out now. We got the ultimate JRPG, Phantasy Star Online 2, coming out spring 2020.
Phantasy Star Online, huh?
Yep.
No way.
Crossplay
Hey, are you
with
getting that?
computer.
Hey,
full-on
I'm
game.
Phantasy Star
And
now.
hang on, better. Free to fucking play.
Oh, even
You're
better.
welcome. That comes out in the spring.
Hey,
That's like a dream of mine.
Right?
Blood too,
I know,
dog.
it's the first time it's ever available like in the West, as they put it.
I played that shit on
Well, I mean,
Dreamcast, yeah.
So
Yeah,
Only
bro.
you only played it if
Yeah.
you know. Because the other Fantasy Stars that you played
Phantasy
weren't the real
Star
good.
They were
Online
trash.
2.
They were not the
They
real
were.
good.
They
Spring
weren't fucking with it.
2020, Xbox, crossplay with PC, full-on game, everything in it. You're welcome.
Big monsters. That's like the original OG big monster multiple person to go take down on console.
Mm-hmm.
But we never really got it in America.
Hey, Dreamcast was
yeah.
a blessing, dog.
Blessed
we
us.
also
Blessed
got
us. Stay
Flight
blessed.
Simulator.
Oh my
Called
god.
it right.
They, so let's see. We got all 9 Star Wars Lego movies coming out in 2020.
Okay, let's
we
that
got
seems like it's
a
getting, that's
whole
getting a
new,
little out of here.
You're right. We got a whole new Dragon Ball Project Z game called Kakarot.
That
Or
shit
it's like
gonna be
Project.
tight.
I heard something
Dragon Ball
about that.
Project
Yeah, we
Z
talked about that a
Kakarot.
couple weeks
It's
ago.
a really cool. It looks like an RPG kind of version. We got this weird game called 12 Minutes. That's like it just says not
Well, that's
Bill
all
Murray
that-
because
that's
it's
all we
like
have, the only
you
time
keep
we have.
repeating a life. Another important thing with Gears of War. If you pre-order this week, you get a free Terminator skin.
What?
Yeah. Let's see.
Definitely gonna do that.
Outside of games, Xbox acquired, you said 2 new studios. The only one I have written down is Double Fine.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We
what else
also
they did,
got,
but they got somebody else.
this is a pretty big one, Game Pass. They have like totally expanded. They have an Ultimate Pass now where you get Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold, and you get PC Game Pass all in one thing.
How much is that?
Right now they're doing it $1 for a month to try it out.
Oh,
I don't know how much it actually
that's
costs
a
though.
fucking-
I already have both of those. They better just
But
grandfather
that's the thing
me
is,
into
they
like, the
may
most
have
ultimate
something
deal.
like that going on for you. I do not know, but that is all
Remember
like a
when
big
they
deal
used
going
to
on
like
right
give
now.
you
That
like
is
dope
dope.
shit? Be like, oh, you have been on Xbox Live for 5 years. Here's some dope shit.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
We got this game, Crossfire X 2020. It just says Army Stuffish. We got Tackles of Our Rise 2020, just a JRPG.
Hey, this shit
Those are
that
his
Sam
own
don't
notes.
aren't interested in.
Hey, those are just
If he
his
don't like
notes.
it, some more be bullshit.
I
Or
read that Elden
Stuffish.
Ring. Yeah,
Those are his own notes too.
you're right. I took notes while I held X and played Red Dead Redemption 2. We got the big old thing that's Project X Cloud. That is going to be like Xbox's take on you being able to stream all your games, kind
We
of
need
like
to get
Google
a new
announced.
segment called I Pressed X because that's
To
what
play
you
this
do
whole game.
in Red Redemption 2. And the
I'm like
whole,
trying
but the
to
whole
finish this
segment,
story,
but the
and
whole
that's all I'm
segment-
doing.
But the whole segment is you doing other stuff while you're holding X. That's what it is. Like,
Oh man.
and you'll just
Then
tell
leave.
us that you did something.
You're
Wow.
fucking me right now, bro.
You know what,
Let's
homie?
go.
Go
Okay.
to Walmart and buy the same fucking thing online.
Walmart probably doesn't have it.
All right, we got Project X Cloud, though.
Dr.
It is
Cookieville
literally so
over
that you
here.
could stream online. We got Borderlands 3. Hey, shut your mouth, and this is the last one on Xbox.
Hey, this is at least a real like. Come on,
Borderlands
Alright,
3. We got one important feature out
Rocky,
of
you're being
the demo.
selfish.
Yeah, he's being petty. That's what he's doing.
They brought me a full beer.
That is what I'm saying.
You can't even leave.
It's getting wild,
Hey,
guys.
let me finish this, and then
He's
we
like,
can
"I wanna
cut
open
it,
this."
and we'll bring the rest next week because Rocky, this is important. Borderlands 3. We got. We got the characters. We got the 4 characters for Borderlands 3.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this is
All
good.
right. We got Borderlands 3. We got the 3 like main characters. The 4 characters that you're gonna play. So we got Mose, the gunner, who like runs around in like a big old mech and
Okay,
shit.
all right, it's over. That's it.
Flack,
No, we're
the
done.
Beastmaster, where you control
Rocky's
beasts.
Rocky's not.
We got
Just-
Zane Flint, the operative, who
You
does a bunch of
saw
secret
Sam
agent
just
shit.
did.
And we got
Listen.
Amara,
He's
the siren,
wow.
who has all the same magic powers as every other siren, just in different ways. Also, we got Commander Lilith, the Flight of Sanctuary, which is free now if you get the Handsome Collection, which is also available on Game Pass. We're done!
All right. Thank you. Gaming. DMC
More coming
Radio.
next week.
We're going
The
to
rest
do
of
the
E3,
most ultimate
More
gamer shit.
Destiny.
We're going to do the most ultimate gamer shit ever done right now. We're going to go buy a 100-foot Ethernet cable and run it from one house to the back house and get Rocky back on the fucking
knocking
interweb
skulls
and
loose,
playing
dog.
video games tonight.
Rest of E3's coming
Mission,
next week.
Nintendo
Nintendo conference is tomorrow morning.
Mission's happening right now. We out.
Play some
Plug gaming.
Destiny.
We'll
I'll
see you
be
next
online
week.
to fuck your days up by tonight, guys. Let's go.